The idea of settling humans on Mars sounds like something out of a fictional story, but it's the plan of Elon Musk, the owner of Tesla and SpaceX. Musk has a vision to establish a city on Mars by 2050, capable of housing 1 million people, and that too without relying on Earth's resources. Initially, this ambitious plan was mocked, but things started to change when NASA joined SpaceX's Mars mission. Over the years, SpaceX has made significant advancements in rocket technology, and as we know, Tesla is also an expert in creating electric self-driving cars. In a similar manner, SpaceX has developed technology that allows them to send rockets into space while using the least amount of fuel. Mars, which is approximately 62 million kilometers away from Earth, is where humans are set to travel. To make this possible, a spacecraft called Starship is being built. This spacecraft will be powered by batteries similar to those used in Tesla cars, ensuring minimal fuel usage. However, while reaching Mars seems possible, the real question is, how will humans live on Mars? Why would Musk and NASA want to send people to live on Mars, a barren land, when Earth is thriving with natural resources? Mars doesn't have breathable air, food, or shelter. The temperature there can reach as low as minus 100 degrees Celsius, making it impossible for humans to survive. These are the questions that arise when we think about colonizing Mars. So, why bother with Mars when Earth has everything we need? Over the past centuries, studies about Earth's well-being have shown alarming results. Since humans began using fossil fuels like petrol and gas, the Earth's temperature has been rising. Scientists predict that eventually, Earth's temperature will rise to the point where it will no longer support life. According to surveys, Earth's average temperature is increasing by 0.16 degrees Celsius every 10 years. If this continues, in about 150 years, the regions where humans currently live will become uninhabitable. The rise in temperature has caused glaciers to melt quickly, leading to floods, cyclones, and tsunamis. It's not just the use of fuel that's to blame. Pollution has also damaged Earth's protective layer, which shields us from harmful solar radiation. With the rising temperature and damage to the ozone layer, scientists agree that Earth may no longer be habitable. This is why we, as humans, are looking for another home, another planet to inhabit. But why Mars specifically, when there are other planets in our solar system? Venus, another neighboring planet, is much closer to Earth than Mars. However, Venus is too hot for us to live on, with temperatures so high they could melt metal. On the other hand, Mars, although colder than Earth, does not have the extreme heat of Venus. But Mars presents its own set of challenges, including freezing temperatures and the absence of oxygen and water. The basic necessities required for human survival are not available on Mars. So, why does NASA and Elon Musk believe humans can live on Mars? According to SpaceX's plan, by 2016, a small group of humans will be sent to Mars with all the necessary supplies to survive for at least 2 years. This group will have food, oxygen, and pressure suits. But before humans land on Mars, protective shelters will be built to protect them from dust storms, which are common on Mars. These shelters will be constructed using Martian soil, and robots, powered by artificial intelligence, will do most of the work. These robots, equipped with cameras, sensors, and 3D printing units, will dig, collect soil, and build shelters on Mars. The robots will be powered by solar energy and will continue working for months, monitored from Earth. Once the shelter is ready, humans will land on Mars. The Martian atmosphere is much thinner than Earth's, so the humans will stay in pressurized habitats, which will maintain Earth-like conditions inside. Solar energy will power these habitats, and if humans need to leave, they will use special suits to prevent the pressure inside from escaping. Another key development will be creating a greenhouse on Mars, allowing plants to grow. Initially, crops like potatoes and beans will be grown, and as they grow, they will also produce oxygen, which is critical for human survival. The production of oxygen will be further enhanced by a special device that has already been tested by the Mars rover. This device will extract carbon dioxide from the Martian atmosphere and use heat and electrical currents to separate oxygen, which will then be collected. Although food will be limited initially, water has already been found under the surface of Mars in frozen form. The Mars rover has already discovered this frozen water, and it will be used for drinking. This means that Even without Earth's help, humans will be able to survive on Mars and even return to Earth when needed. However, the question remains, will humans always stay inside their shelters? If life on Mars is going to be like living in these pressurized environments, what's the point of going through all this trouble? While there is no clear solution yet, scientists believe that, over time, it may be possible to warm Mars up and make it more hospitable. This could take 100 or 200 years, but the ultimate goal is to turn Mars into a planet like Earth. One idea for warming Mars up involves creating factories that emit smoke similar to the global warming process on Earth. Another, more radical idea involves using nuclear weapons to increase Mars' temperature. The plan suggests firing 10,000 nuclear missiles at Mars to melt the ice and raise the overall temperature, making it suitable for human habitation. NASA's current plan is to send a small group of humans to Mars in 2036 for experiments. Over the next 2 decades, more people will be sent to Mars as Earth and Mars come closer together. By 2050, around 1 million people will be living on Mars in pressurized habitats, and efforts will continue to warm the planet. This is a plan, and while it may seem far-fetched, the idea of humans living on Mars is becoming more and more realistic. Only time will tell if these ambitious goals will be achieved, but the journey has already begun.